Hi everyone! Happy Mother's Day to all you Flex Momshies. It's an honor for me and a privilege na makapag-speak before you na mag-share ng tips kung paano and ang experience ng isang working mom, how to be successful in managing my career while as a mom and while working in UFlex. As a working mom, there's always a feeling of guilt. So 5 days a week, I'm not there with my family. And most of us, UFlex momshies, especially with my daughter who is always longing for a time to get bond with her, for us parents, lalo na sa akin na mom niya. She always say, bakit di na lang daw ako mag-teacher para sabay na lang kaming papasok at sabay din kaming uuwi. Mag-resign ka na lang, mommy, and mag-teacher ka na lang. She always tell me that, bakit ako nag-engineer. She even hate being an engineer. Hindi daw siya mag-i-engineer paglaki. Kasi raw palaging nasa office, palaging wala sa bahay, laging wala sa anak. Di raw siya mag-i-engineer at di siya mag-o-office someday. Naiinggit kasi siya sa mga classmates niya and neighbors that their mommies most of the time are playing with them. With that, bumabawi na lang ako ng time sa kanya pagdating sa bahay, sa gabi, and during weekend. I remember the happiest moment I've seen in my daughter's face is that when I surprised visiting her in school. That's unusual kasi. And this is my story being a working mom when it is not pandemic yet. Then, COVID-19 strike. The moment she knew that I'll be working from home, tuwang-tuwa siya kasi lagi na raw niya akong makakasama. How to balance work and family life when working from home. So, it's not an easy as we think, as it comes along with various challenges. The challenge encountered since I started working from home, and I'm sure the same experience with my colleagues, like many of you, working from home, is like wearing two hats as a mom and as an employee. The biggest challenge is that the blurred line between the work and home, the blurred line between a mom, a wife, and an employee. We cannot avoid having some homebound distractions. I didn't know from the beginning of this work from home journey how to handle and manage schedule, on how to be productive and meet company's requirement, and also fulfilling the duty at home that cannot be neglected. Expected na yung mga homebound distractions, especially from our kids, lalo na sa aming daughter na who is our only child. And expected during working hours, may mga ganitong mga distractions. Managing meals, family needs, spending quality time with the family, with your child. Di may iwasan, most of the time, maglalambing ang anak mo sa'yo to play with her, request for her favorite meal or merienda, tutor, idagdag pa ang mga gawaing bahay. Then there's a meeting, a call that you need also to attend, reports to be submitted, email, chats to answer. So in effect, burnout, stress, time management, work and life balance. So ito ang kalaban ng work from home momshies. This pandemic, hindi naman tayo prepared on this. I admit, half of 2020, I have a hard time adjusting on this new normal work style, work from home setup. But later on, we also learned to cope with it, live with it, and embrace with this setup to balance priorities and how to be a fantastic working mom. Napapaisip din nga ako, what I have done nga ba to make all these things possible? When I recall kung ano yung mga ginawa ko from the very beginning, so I jot it down and yun nga yung isi-share ko sa inyo. Number one I did was we secure a strong data connection here sa bahay. I have invested on this part for me to work effectively from our home. This is a must for every individual working from home. Setting up of a workstation, yun yung pangalawang ginawa. I have 2 workstation here, one in the room, kapag may mga important meetings, presentations, audit, which needs more privacy and need to block homebound distractions. Number 2, yung second workstation ko is at the center part of the area where I could see the whole area of our home. That my daughter is on my side all the time while working. I can see if may darating na tao, then madali kong mapuntahan or masilip ang kitchen in case may niluluto ako or may nakasalang na something. Number 3 is getting up. Planning workflow daily. So before I sleep, I check first my calendar, activity set for the next day, work and personal schedule. Para organize na ako from the time I wake up. Even sa time ng gising ko, naka-program na yon kasi alam ko na yung mga schedule ko the next day. To know my priorities, how long will it take to get things done? I list it down on my notebook para hindi ko makalimutan. So, prayer and rosary prayer as my background while doing in the kitchen as I prepare for my time sa desk, working on the desk. Since most of the time I'm the one in charge, my daughter helped me on light task while my husband working at site. I need to wake up early to do all those house grinds. That at 7 to 8 a.m. I'll make sure I'm all good and done, then shift to office work mode. Then getting ready, having a breakfast, shower, even wearing uniform. In fact, I'm wearing always a polo shirt or polo jack and pants. No shoes na nga lang. Most of the time, yung white blue uniform natin na U-Flex, yun yung madalas sinusuot ko kasi comfortabling isuot with light makeup. This is to shift my mood, my energy from a housewife, a mom, to a working mom. Then at 6 to 7, I'll change to pambahay attire, 6 to 7 p.m. Changing attire also signals my family that I'm at work during official working time and I'm on my mom hat after work. So madali na nila akong malapitan or if ever may mga request or mami pakiluto to, pakilinis to. So yon. Another one is multitasking. But multitasking also means multi-failure. The number of meetings attended, facilitated, reports submitted, audits conducted also means the number of times na nakakasunog na ako ng niluluto. May mga times na maitim na yung kaldero or kawali na naiga na yung tubig na nakasalang. Mayroon ding times na nalubsak na yung pansit kanto na pinapaluto ng daughter ko. The number of times I decline also my daughter's lambing to play with her. Record TikTok video with her. There's a feeling of guilt every time on my desk. Then lalapit ang anak mo. Then will say, Ma, play naman tayo. Ma, look at my bunnies. I'll give her a hand signal saying, don't talk loud, anak. Mommy is at the meeting. Then she will go away with sad face. Hihilahin ko na lang siya and give her a tight hug para makabawi. If multitask is not possible due to demand of work, especially kapag may deadline or may hinahabol dapat tapusin, deadman na lang muna. Sa weekend na lang gagawin. So, family time, having lunch and dinner together with my family, especially with my daughter since most of the time my husband is working at site. So, another thing that I do is power nap during lunch break to shut off the brain and body as morning schedule was pretty busy and that makes us more productive for the rest of the day. Then optimize stamina, stay active. I used to do workout and running at least once a week or twice a week average. One on the midweek and one on the weekend. Staying hydrated by keeping I have a water tumbler on my desk. So fortunate that we're residing here sa medyo the bukid side of Batangas City. So we have source here of fresh vegetable. So makakatulong yon, and taking vitamins. Family support, connection with my family, with teamwork, with friends is very important. If my husband is available, he does it all for me. Then hinahayaan niya na lang ako na mag-focus sa work. Socializing with friends, teammates, virtually. Simpleng kumustahan sa chat to distress kahit virtual, kahit quick chat, quick talk. Is important to break the long day stress. On a weekend naman, I'll make sure that's a family time. Even to spend longer working hours on Friday night, okay lang sa akin. Basta pagdating ng weekend, as much as possible, that's my bawi time with my family. Then Sunday, we set up our altar here for a Holy Mass to give thanks to the Lord for all the blessings and protection. So sama-sama kami buong family, nagsisimba. All of these things become possible kasi through God's help and mercy. So yun yung hindi namin makakalimutan, and to pray every day, pagkagising sa umaga, kakain, and bago matulog. Then on weekend, I'll make sure that all major routines are done. Para pagdating ng Monday, I'm more focused naman sa work. So, shift na naman from mom to a working mom. Bottom line, it's sometimes it's difficult for us to stay focused, lalo na sa mga distractions and temptations around us when working from home. It really depends on one person and personality to learn techniques to be an effective and fantastic working mom. We should have an excellent critical thinking, organizing everything, schedule ourselves, our workflow. More importantly, that ability to block out distraction. So, yun yung mga experience ko and napagdaanan before the pandemic, how to manage the time, the stress, and the two major important role as a mom and a wife, and as an employee. So thank you everyone, and it's an opportunity for me to share with you my experiences and insights. Happy Mother's Day again to all you Flex Momshies.